Hey guys, I'm Sincere, and today I will be showing you a little introduction on how to code Bukkit plugins in Java. This is for basic beginners that haven't really done any Java in their life at all, or very little, and want to make Bukkit plugins for Minecraft. Now, I'm in Eclipse. Eclipse can be found on my YouTube page, eclipse.org, and getting started, you can click the download button. But really you should go to download, basically, and click Eclipse IDE for Java developers. That would be the perfect one to get. This is the one I got, and it works perfectly. Your next step, once it installs and configures and everything, is to right click over here at your package explorer. Well, actually, yeah. Once you can new Java project, name it anything you want. 1 second. And now, just so you guys can get a feel of how this works, I'm going to make it a really simple plugin. Now, right click here, YouTube Beginners plugin, or whatever you call it, and go over New again, and click Package this time. Usually, you should call it me dot your nickname or something, and what your plugin is pretty much called, or something like that. Now you can right click on your package now. Sorry. Click Class. Make a main Java class. This is what will execute right here. It'll start executing right here, right when the plugin is activated, basically. And to make the Java plugin, or actually, first of all, you're going to want to go to dl.bukkit.org and go to alternate versions and download the RO version or whatever. Download the jar for the Bukkit version your server uses. In which case, I actually use 1.7.5. None of the 1.7.5s are very stable, and that's why I usually use the 1.7.2, which works perfectly with the 1.7.5. So if you want to get the beta build, 1.7.2, that's fine. Just want to download that, but I already, basically, yeah. I already have it, so I don't need it. Download that to your folder, and you're going to want to right click here, go to Properties at the bottom, Java build path, add external jars right there. Make sure you're in the Libraries tab up here. Now add external jars, go to your Downloads folder, and you should have it somewhere. I actually have it on my flash drive. Just find your jar and import it just like that. Now you get to use Bukkit in your programs. Back to your main Java file. You're always going to want to put, right after here, extends Java plugin. Do that for all of your main.javas. It's one of the most important things for your Java plugin to work with. Alright, next is your onEnable. What this is doing is it's creating a function called onEnable. Whenever Bukkit or somebody calls the onEnable function, if you know programming, then it'll run whatever inside here. So what this thing is doing is this function getLogger parentheses .info and then in parentheses quotation marks YouTube plugins now enabled. What this is basically doing is it's sending this message to the console. That's all we need there. Now, just like the onEnable, we also have a practically opposite onDisable, which is pretty much what it does when it shuts down your plugin. That's what I always do. Now, that's good. But what if you want your player to have something special happen to them if they type in a certain command? That's what the public boolean on command sender command cmd string label and string args. That's kind of complicated there. Okay, command sender, whoops. And 1 second. There we go. We have our on command folder. Function. Whoops. It's a boolean, and you must use it just like this, exactly like this for start. The reason we have this return false is it's a boolean function, which requires it to return a boolean, which case is false. That also works too. But, yeah. Now to test for which command that they used. Say you have our, first I'll discuss this. Command sender. So sender is a variable for the sender that sent the command, basically. So if a person on your Minecraft server does / something or whatever, they're sender. That's what they are. Command cmd is the command that's sent. The label is the very first thing. So say you /tp max03 the label is just tp. Now string args is a list of strings for all of the other things afterwards. So say you have /tp smart in 1018 max03103 two usernames I know. The args would be smart in 1018 and max03103, each in different list parts. So if label equals ignore case is a basic Java function that tests if something is equal to something. And basically, yeah, if it's uppercase, lowercase, or any variation of different types of letters, uppercase, lowercase. So if label dot equals ignore case, let's just make the message send. Sorry. So right now we have it so if the person performs the /send command, then it's basically gonna run everything in here. Now remember when I said that this sender is the person that's sending the command. Most of the functions performed on the player are using the type of player, not the type of command sender. If you don't get what that means, just do this really quickly. This is a typecast, and what this is doing is you have to import this. Basically, it's storing a player version of sender, because sender is a command sender, not a player. And it's storing it in player, that's all. What we're going to do here is player, which is, remember, the player version of you, player.sendMessage, which will again send the message. Actually, hello. And basically now you have your first function, but that's not it. Look carefully, you have to right click on here, new file. Exactly what I wrote, plugin.yml. Very important to write it like that. And that will probably show up. You can just X out of that. And drag your plug.yml over here. You're going to want a main. What the main is you have your package name plus a dot plus your main.java. So basically, it's your package name dot main, like this, with a capital M. That's very important, because the package name is very specific to capitals, like everything else is pretty much call what you want. YouTube plugin. If you're on your server and you do /plugins, it'll show up as YouTube plugin, just as said here. You can add a description in case somebody looks at your plugin in the help.yml. A simple YouTube plugin. Now find actually version. Let's call it 1.1. And commands. Enter. Sorry about that. Now, commands, colon, enter, 2 spaces out. Now type in what you made your command. Send is what we made our command do. And make it, and again, send, colon, enter, 2 more spaces. So it's 4 spaces off. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then type in description. And I'll say the command that sends a player a message. That's pretty easy. And now save that, and you have your plugin finished. So now you want to go in your top left corner, click File, and then click Export. Double click in the Java folder, jar file. Scroll down to what you named it, and click that. Don't check anything else. And now right here, you can click Browse and choose where you want it to go. I'll put it in my server folder. Like that. I don't know if that worked. Oh wait, never mind. Here we go. And right here, you can name it whatever you want. I'll call it YouTube. Save and finish. So for that, now you can go into your server folder, and you should basically just see plugins youtube.jar. You can start your server, or reload your server in my case, and go in your Minecraft. I think I'm gonna have to sign in here. Sorry about that. There we go. 1 second. Volume's kind of loud. There we go. Just wait for it to boot. Then join your server. Basically, yeah, join the server. And first of all, you could do plugins. Now, look through the list and try and find your plugin name. Look at this. YouTube plugin. Just like we put in the plugin.llama. YouTube plugin. Now, this is interesting. If you actually say hi, 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 whatever, then you re-export it just like you did before. Reload your server. Just like that. And you redo your plugins command. You can actually see that the name changed to hi, 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 hi. Now let's try that send command. Hello. You see, it sent you the message saying hello. That's what all it's supposed to do. Basically, that's it for the video. And that is a basic introduction on how to work with Bukkit and how to program it in Java. And yeah, that's it. So, thanks for watching.